Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another deck profile. This time for Shanks. I don't know why I waited so long to make a video on this leader. I was very excited for Shanks. Even though when I first saw his leader ability, right, we get the once per turn, activate this effect when your opponent attacks, give up to one of your opponent's leader or characters minus 1k power for the turn. Basically a free 1k counter. I thought that this actually would be pretty decent for the fact that red has so much rush that it kind of helps us protect our board because, you know, immediately they're going to be swinging into our board if we rush something out, right? But it turns out that this deck is a lot about control through this ability. You know, we have a lot of things that KO by power, that buff us, that just make us a little bit more defensible while playing out big bodies, which is really cool. I think that red being pretty big in the meta again is nice to see. But we got Shanks, of course. Before we get into this, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want more. Let's get into this. We got Shanks, the 5k power, 5 life red leader from OP09. We got Otama. There's no getting rid of this 2k counter. On play, give one from your opponent's characters minus 2k power. We got the 10 cost Shanks, the film Shanks, the 10 cost 12k power. On play, KO one of your opponent's characters with 10,000 power or less. Again, that hits a lot, right? In set 9, I don't think we're seeing too much in terms of 12k bodies, except for really Shanks. Like, I think Shanks might be, and also Blackbeard, right, with his 10 cost, but that's a whole nother story. So this still kind of hits a lot of targets. Next, we've got Baccarat. Very underrated red card. I use it a little bit in VV, but this is not my list, first and foremost. But this is a 3/4 blocker, 1k counter. On opponent's turn, once per turn, trash one card from your hand, give up to one of your leader characters plus 2k power. So essentially with this, you can turn any dead card in your hand into a 2k counter with this effect once per turn. So with this and leader ability, you're essentially getting 3k counter for just one card out of your hand, which is crazy. Next, we got Rayleigh. So good red card. Red. A cost 8k power. On play, choose two of your opponent's characters. One of them gets minus 3k, one gets minus 2k, then KO something with 3k power, and that lasts for your opponent's next turn too. We got Uta, the 1 cost searcher, 1k counter. On play, look top 5, reroll up to 1 red hair pirates type card, just a standard searcher. Then we got this card, this beast of a 10 drop, 10 cost, 12k power. One, he's got rush, and then also he has a static ability. All of your opponent's characters have minus 1000 power. That's for your turn, their turn. So this kind of helps get things into that 10k power range for this other Shanks. But honestly, if you have one of these on board, you're probably in a pretty good spot anyway. I know some people also run the Roger secret rare from this set, but I don't think too many lists are running even more than like one copy. It's just like a tech choice, right? But this list doesn't have it. Next, we got Silver's Rayleigh, 5 cost blocker, 6k power, 1k counter. On play, if your opponent has 2 or more characters with an original power of 5,000 or more, draw 2, then discard 1 from your hand. More conditional queen, right? But we're still getting some cycle. Next, we got Building Sink. This is a 1 cost active main. Place spot on the deck, give up one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power. This is a Raise Max, a Gordon type effect character. This we can play out on the board for the 10 drop for a Rayleigh. You know, this helps us KO a 6,000 power with Rayleigh. Pretty decent because we do have a lot of KO by effects, which getting into the next one, we got Ben Beckman. Honestly, I love Ben Beckman. I was so happy for this deck. I wanted, you know, a more beefy Lucky Roo type character, but, you know, Ben Beckman, he's great. We got Ben Beckman, 7 cost, 7k power, 1k counter. On play, trash one of your opponent's characters with the power of 6,000 or less. This comboed with this means we are trashing, not KOing. This gets around KO immune effects. This is, I think, the first red character in the game that gets around KO immune effects, right? This is crazy. KO or trash an opponent's character with 6,000 power less. This means it's a 9,000 power less. It's kind of crazy. Ben Beckman is really great. Next, we've got a Hongo. This is a 2k counter, 3/3, active main, rest this character. If your leader has the type of red hair pirates, give one of your opponent's characters minus 2k power. Really good 2k counter, right? But mainly 2k counter. Next, we got Yasop, 5/6 1k counter. On play, one of your leader gains 1000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this gives our leader 6k power, right? And then with the leader ability, that means our opponent has to swing 7k into us, or else we can just free block, right? And then Don times 1 when attacking, up to one of your opponent's characters gets minus 1000 power for the turn. Next, we've got Lucky Roo, our 4/5 blocker with 1k counter. On KO, if your leader has red-headed pirates, KO one of your opponent's characters with an original power of 6,000 or less. These KO abilities are pretty high, right? 6k power KO is crazy. And then we got the Whitebeard from the starter deck, 15, that on play give up to one of your leader or characters 1 rested Don, and then you can rest him with an activate main and KO opponent's character with 5,000 power less. This is a very control red deck, right? We still have our 10 cost 12k rush, right? But that's really the only rush we have. I am very excited for this deck. Again, let me know in the comments what you think of Shanks as a leader and anything you would do differently for this list, but let's get into some games. Ooh, all right, we got Lim. All right. So also a big focus of this deck, right? We don't really have any good early game plays. I'm on a mulligan. We have a lot of KO by effect, right? Because Doflamingo and Purple Luffy are pretty high in the meta right now. So a lot of this helps us just kind of KO their board. We don't have a turn 2 play. Unfortunate. Really weird mulligans. But we do just, yeah, they can't really do anything against us. When opponent's 4,000 power cannot activate blocker. I think I missed this 2k counter honestly when I was doing the deck list. Whoopsies. Okay, yeah, we got a 2k counter. I might just swing 9 here. We really don't have another play. Yeah, just swing 9 at Sanji, I guess. Because he can't really use his KO effect right now, and this will require 2 cards. So we're just kind of... I don't think they meant to do that. I really don't think they meant to do that. Or maybe they wanted something from their hand. That might make sense. Maybe they needed a play this turn, you know? I can honestly, yeah, just 2k. Because I have a play for next turn and the following turn. We have 2 10 drops right now, so we can kind of afford to play a little slower. I'm probably going to keep this in hand in case they play out the Zoro, the 9-drop Zoro. Unfortunately, they're going to ramp pretty fast, so I can't really do anything about that, but... He didn't get the draw from Zoro. Of course, we're going to play Yasop, buff us up. Do I want to use the Dawn to play out this guy for a KO? But I don't really have a KO. So we're going to 8 Dawn. And we might as well just swing 7 into something. Probably kill the Usopp. Actually, yeah, he doesn't really do anything now. I think I'm going to swing life. Okay, yeah, down to 2 life. Because now they might be a little bit more hesitant to play the 9-drop Zoro because that leaves them unprotected, right? They only have 2 life and they would have no Dawn. Right, okay, so yeah, they play out the Sabo when attacking and the Doflamingo, which can restand himself. Cool. All right, let's look for Ben Beckman. Yeah. All right. We get to trash... I mean, honestly, blocker, yeah, but the when attacking is kind of what I want to get rid of. Because I need you to not be able to draw. You might think it's silly, but, you know, I think the Sabo is the bigger threat for next turn. Because, yeah, he just free blocks, but that's fine. Right, but if I kill the blocker Doflamingo and want to swing into the Sabo, all I had was that 6k swing from Yasop you saw, right? So, really need to get rid of that. Next turn, we can play out our Rush Shanks if he doesn't play out the 9-drop. If he plays out Zoro, we have to kill it with this. Honestly, yeah, I kind of forgot. Yeah, all right. Yeah, maybe they just... Yeah. Okay. We got a carrot. Let's see. We got a pretty decent hand. Let's go. Wanda coming out. We got our Ben Beckman and a Whitebeard. And a Yasop. He can rest the Yasop, but that's fine. Play out Uta. We'll take... I think we'll take Lucky Roo. That could be a good 4-down play, right? Because even if he rests and swings into the Lucky Roo, we can still kill something, right? And then if he swings into it, it still kind of counts as a blocker, in my world at least. Okay, yeah, rests. Sure. No, because I can save my Uta. If he swings, yeah, we just... Cool. Now I can kill... Okay. Swing 5, and then play out Lucky Roo. Okay, Lucky Roo, boom, boom. So now you have to play another card before you can rest Lucky Roo. So if you play out a 5-drop, you play out... Okay, Milky, got it. Rest, okay. See, yeah, kind of like a blocker. I don't know. I could -7 then give 3k, but we'll just no. Can't. Oh wait, yeah, I can kill that. I forgot they're not rested. I'm so used to playing like green decks where things have to be rested, be KO'd, but no, it just kills. I forgot. All right, let's go. Yasop, boom, buff, and then let's swing 7. Cool, cool. Maybe a trigger. I don't. Okay. Let's see. So we're going up to 8 Dawn next turn. We can kill something either way with either the Whitebeard. We have so many ways to KO. So many dead cards in our hand. But so many ways to KO. We've got 2 Rayleigh, a Whitebeard, Beckman. Kind of just depends. Okay. Sure, and then I'll 2k because we can stay pretty healthy. We've got the 10-drop to deal with their 10-drop. For this, we have to kind of play out the Rayleigh, or we could also use the Beckman, but I kind of want to save this in case they play out the 8-cost Rosinante. So we'll swing 5. Because the 8-drop Rosinante obviously protects active characters, but if we're just trashing them, then that gets around it. There are 8 cards, so I figured they'll just counter out of this, right? Okay, that's crazy. They 0-cost a 5k swing and getting rid of an 8-cost Rosinante. They must not have a lot of counter. To be fair, I don't either. My leader ability kind of just protects me a little bit, you know? Now, if they play out the Zoro, we just kill it, obviously. We just got to keep him in our pocket, right? If they play out the 8-drop Rosinante, we can kind of... we could do a couple things. You can't actually just free swing into that. Okay, so they do play out the Rosinante into... Oh, okay, so to freeze both of them. Right. I'm going to 2k. I have a lot of plays we can do. Let's see. Ooh, the 10-cost. Oh, I like this. I like this. I think we're going to do that. So everything gets minus 1k power. So I can swing 8 into his 7. And now that lasts for everyone's turn. So that just, oh, it feels so good. See, like getting this, I feel like it's got to be a priority, right? Like getting that on the board on 10 Dawn, if we're in a safe spot to do so. Obviously, like I had different ways I could have dealt with his board, but just playing this out kind of just means that I'm going to swing into this with 12k into a 7, so you have to have a lot of counter, which after he 0 costed a 8-drop, I don't think he has the counter, so I think he's probably just going to let this go. If I'm him, I'm probably just going to let it go. Unless he doesn't want to go too far down in life, right? You defend this swing here. That means I don't swing 12 at your life, right? So this kind of protects his life, right? And then we swing 5 life. And if he takes this, then I'm going to assume that he doesn't have the counter. Okay. So yeah, we're in a pretty decent spot, right? Even if he uses a 10-drop Doflamingo, I feel like we're in a great spot. His board is all minus 1k power, and then we can just kill a 10-drop, any kind of big body that he plays now. Like any green, even with the addition of the starter deck Uta 9-cost Shanks, which I think is 11k power, this would put him down to 10, which then we could KO, right? Even though I don't know if I would use this on that. I feel like there's bigger priorities, but hey. Yeah. But yeah. We might have defended a little aggressively, but like I think that's kind of what I aim for, at least with this deck, right? We have a lot of control through KO, right? We have the built-in defense with our lead ability, so staying a little bit healthy while kind of just taking over the board. As long as we have our pieces, right? Okay, GG. I guess he didn't find what he was looking for. He found a 2k. Yeah, so oh yeah, that is a rough hand. That's a rough hand. That's very unfortunate. He can't really do much with his Lunas. Hody would just get him killed. That's even worse. The Luna actually as a last life is crazy because that can rest any character, right? But having a Hody as your life and also another one in hand, like that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. All right, we got Perona. I think do I want second here to take away their, yeah, I kind of do. I'm gonna keep. We got Ben Beckman and Whitebeard. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to take away their Gecko Moria, their 10-drop play. Look for my 10 drops, right? Yeah. Okay, they got a Momonosuke. And we have a no play for turn 2. No Uta Searcher. Okay, so they get Ryuma. Then we just block that with leader ability, right? Because they're going to use the Momonosuke to search, I guess. Feels rough, but we got to swing into that guy. They get an Otama. Okay. If they rest him to play out Ryuma to kill him, I could still just kill the Ryuma, right? So they go to 5 Dawn. I have to use counter to save him and then force them to use the Ryuma to kill him and then kill their Ryuma, I guess, right? That's my plan. They get to draw. Realize that I can just get out of that and then, yep. Kill their Ryuma. A little bit of back and forth, right? I should kill their Otama, but I can just start using my Newgate next turn to kill him if I need to. Oh my goodness, microphone's going crazy today. All right, come down to 3 life. Next turn we can Beckman or Newgate, depends on what they play out. They're only at 7, so no Gecko Moria. And we're buffed by 1k, so they need to swing 7 at us to hit us. They use another Otama, right? They get the event to draw. Perona search. That's a new 09 searcher, yeah. I forgot. Thriller Bark or Dracula Mihawk. That's crazy. I like that. Search for Mihawk. Right. They picked no cards to draw, though. Okay. So luckily, we can just trash you. And swing 6 and 6 at life. And then we can play out our 10 drop Shanks next turn. I think I'm fine with them if they want to just keep using the events to search with those guys, because you're already down to 6 cards. And really nothing on your board against mine. And I'm still at 5 life, so I think we're in a pretty good spot. We've got counter to save our Yasop. However, all they have to do is use their leader ability to minus him by 1 and then play out their Ryuma, right, to kill him. But even then, we still have our Beckman. Okay, yep. Minusing by 1 cost. Gonna play out the Ryuma or something. I'll just take this. We're at 4 life or 5 life, you know. Pull out the Gecko Moria to bring out the Ryuma. Yep. And then I guess they can search again with Otama, bring her back out, right? Or a Toy Soldier, actually. Interesting. Well, I kind of need to kill him, I guess. So I'll go 5 into that guy. And then we'll go 7 at life and then 12 at life. If they take this, they'll be in a very bad spot because then they'll probably have to take the 12k, right? And that puts them down to 1 life, and then everything else is minus 1k power in their board. So they have a 5k swing and an 8k swing against my 4 life and a 7 and 12k body. So we're in a pretty good spot to defend our board. Oh man, this card, you guys, just so good to get out on curve on 10 dot. Like, it makes me want to just go second every time with this deck just to get this out as soon as possible. Because then look, we can even use our, well, that's rude. We can use our Whitebeard to KO any 5 costs or 5k power. Uses a Gecko Moria because he's going to... How do you get minus 4? Oh, he just... Okay. Oh, interesting. That's, yeah. Maybe he realized he couldn't kill it. But yeah, then that's unfortunate because that's a 2k that's kind of down. We'll take. I guess it doesn't matter. Yep. Let's see. We have a lot of things we can do, right? What is that? 8, 5. We can kill his Gecko Moria with a Whitebeard. I think I kind of want to do that. Boom. Give you a Don. Almost forgot about that. Boom. And then let's kill his other Gecko Moria, right? Just clear his board. Because he's still got 6 cards. He's got a blocker. We honestly could have go for game here. But with this guy in hand, he's kind of dead. So we can just use him to... So he's minus 4,000, so he is 5. So we'll go 7 at him. He'll probably let this go, right? And then we can kind of have to kill his Toy Lego Soldier in case he uses it. And then we'll swing 12 at life and get the blocker. Probably. Like, we can afford to just kind of wipe out his board. You know, we're in a really good spot. He can't really do much to get rid of our 10 drop unless he has an Ice Age or something. But even then he can't really... I gotta stop talking sometimes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ryuma kills that. Right. That's fine because now he has 5 Don. He can play out a Sabo blocker. And then I still have enough to probably split and kill him. But he plays out a Borsellino. And... we can get out of any of these. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why he passed. That's interesting. I mean... swing 9, just a test. Blocks. Swing 9 again. and then swing. Okay, yeah, I guess he just didn't have the counter. Yep, only 3k, so not enough, unfortunately. GG. Alrighty, I do like this deck a lot. I like the control style of red. You know, I think realistically, this 10-drop Shanks is just so strong for not seeming as strong, right? The fact that it's minus 1k on everything, that also just the following turn lets us KO so much, right? If he sticks on the board, which I get, he's a 10 cost, 12k power, so they have to use a lot of resources to get rid of him, right? So if he sticks, it just makes our next turn have so much more value just based off of that 1k power, right? It's kind of crazy, but overall, I really like this deck. Again, I feel like this particular list was probably built more so to deal with the pervasiveness of how many decks go super wide, like Purple Luffy, like Blue Doflamingo, and kind of the KO more centered like list also helps a bit in the mirror matchup. I feel like, you know, using this helps us just kill off of our opponents' bodies, like whatever they play, right? Kind of control the board. And overall, just a very fun list. But again, let me know down in the comments what you would change and do differently. And of course, leave a like on the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all in our next video. Bye-bye.